Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you because I have been sat all morning. I'm having so much fun. I'm making this for Julia's show, and it is Snap. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Snap, but I absolutely love Snap. So I've been making these. So this is the new topper set that Julia has released. And all I've done, now I have used a die. However, it is a very bog standard die. There's no special edging, no nothing on it. You can literally just use a guillotine or a trimmer to do this. I'm just going to measure that. So it is about 3 3/8 by 2.5. So do you know what, it would have been better if I just got my ruler out. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to turn the camera on and do the rest with you. So yeah, so that measures, so if I did literally a smidgen over 2.5 by that cut line by 3 1/4, that should fit. So where's my trim? So let's get the trimmer out, because I have these toppers which are from Julia's original paper pad, and I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be cool to add these in? So we need, actually, do you know what, I don't think it matters if they don't fit perfectly. So 3 1/4. Right, let's keep that white border on, and let's see if that fits on, because I've got some cards here, and yeah, if I just do the corners, that would work great. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to now I need to do this. This will have a border on it, but I don't mind that because I'm going to get rid of that black line all the way around, just because otherwise it's just not going to look right. But what we're going to do is we need 2 of each, because obviously Snap, you do it in pairs. Right, so now we need to trim that down. So it needs to be trimmed down just slightly. Okay, so yeah, because obviously with pairs you need them to be, and with Snap, but yeah, that's what I thought we could do. So I've done those 2, so let's cut them off here. So I'm making sure that I've got 2 of everything before I go. The other thing that I thought we could do is maybe do some stamping on one, but I'm actually really loving what I'm seeing. So right, so that's that pair. So yeah, perfect. So I'll just move that to the side because they do need sticking and the corners doing. And then I'm just going to cut off the black line around this one like we've just done. So this one will match in. Okay, they're my rules, which I do need to write. So the rules are actually going to go on this one, the one with the Cheshire Cat on the back. So there's them ones. So these 2 are for the rules. So one's going to be for Snap and the other one's going to be for pairs. And I thought that would be quite cool just to, I think I'm going to use my little printer my daughter bought me, and type it out on there. So we need 2 more images in which to do our, right, I think definitely going to have Hattie. And maybe, let me have a look, because I don't think oh yeah, and let's have the Queen of Hearts as well. So they're the ones that we're going to have. So I'm just going to cut those down. I don't actually have a lot left of my Curious Wonders paper pad, so I think it's going to have to be I put in a call to our lovely Julia, because there's a few things that I'm running out that I really don't want to run out of. So I'm going to put in my what's the word, order with her of stuff that I would like to replenish on my stock. So I know with the topper kits, I definitely want some more topper kits. So I think when the show goes up, I will definitely take advantage of that and buy one then. And I know that there's a few other bits that I want as well. So absolutely gorgeous. I do have videos showing you the new collection of products, so do check them out. They will have been over the last week, so please do check those out. Right, now this needs to be I can't remember, can you remember the sizes? So 3 1/4 by 2 and just over 1/4 and a bit. So, so let's cut this down, so 2 and just over there, and then this needs to be 3 1/4. So just like that, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to line her up on here perfectly. It's because obviously we want the same image. I'm just going to use my scissors to go around it, just like this, and then I know that we've got the exact same image. So yeah, I got really excited when I started thinking about this. I don't even know how it came to my head. I was just looking at all the wonderful toppers and just thought, oh my goodness, how cool would that be as like a set of cards or something. And then I just thought of Snap, and I thought, oh, I have to do it, I have to do it. So I've spent about 3 or 4 hours this morning, which I don't mind. I've had so much fun, and isn't that what crafting is all about? Right, this one has actually come together quite nicely. I'm going to keep the heart in, so let's match this one up if we can, like we've just done with the other one. Perfect. And then again, I'm just going to cut around it because we want this to be really, really perfect. But yeah, I just think these are really cool. And then I was thinking, just for extra support for these, and so that they last a lot longer, I think I'm going to run them through my laminator. You don't have to do that at all. This is just something that I feel that, because I want these to last, and they are going to be traveling and stuff, I think that they would benefit from going in, from actually being laminated. So I'm going to do that. Right, what I'm going to do is we're going to round all the corners to these. So if I can get this in, there we go. So, and then I'll show you what I did. I've left one pair left completely, like all the different layers, so you can see me putting all the different layers together. And the reason why I've done quite a few different layers is because I'm wanting this to be like a really thick cardstock, and it not to be able to bend easily. So that's why I've got so many layers. So I've just sort of put some plain blue cardstock in out of my scrap bin, cut them down to size, and I won't let go in there. There we go. So yeah, I just went through my scrap bin. I got some bits of card and cut them down to size, and then on one side I've took the paper and cut that down to the same size, and I've took our image and put that onto the other side. So it has really worked out quite nicely, and they feel really thick as well, which is really, really good, because that's what you're wanting, because you know you're going to have kids and adults playing these, so it's going to, you know, it's going to take some abuse, which is why I was thinking, you know, it might be quite good to pop it through the laminator, especially with little kids as well, because they can play with it, and you know they might have food and stuff on their hands. Well, you can just wipe them clean at the end of the day, can't you? And it's just something really fun for them to play with. So I have got some, don't ask me why, but I've got some white card just on my desk just while I'm doing this, so yeah. But I won't, it's all grubby, but never mind. Right, so all I'm going to do is these, because these are going to have a border, I'm just using my glue, and I'm going to be sticking these down, so making sure that we have the right amount of border. So there's one, and then do the same with our next one. I'm making sure to get as close to those edges as I can as well, because I mean, if you're not going to laminate them, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're going to laminate them, but if you're not going to laminate them, then you don't want your edges lifting up. So that's something to sort of be aware of. And then oh, I actually did okay with that bit. Right, so there's another pair of cards. How cool is that? So yeah, so all I'm going to do, well, what I'm going to do now is we're going to do this, and then the other thing that I'm going to do, once I've popped them through the laminator, is we're actually going to make a box for these. So I'll do that on camera. At first I wasn't actually going to do this on camera, because I sort of wasn't quite sure how this was going to go or what I was doing, and then I sort of, as I was getting to the end of gluing everything together, I thought, do you know what, no, because this is such a super cool idea. You'll see it on the telly if you watched the show, and I think it would be nice to have a follow-up video just to show you how I put it all together. So I sort of changed my mind, but I mean, you, like I say, I've just used a bog standard die, and I've just done it so that I made sure everything was the same size. I know these ones, these fronts are not, but I don't mind that at all. These ones, because I knew these were different sizes, but I wanted to show you that you really don't need a die. You can just use your trimmer. Just keep everything the same size. I mean, you could just do ATC size, which is 2.5 by 3.5, and that would work perfectly well for you. So I mean, any size that you want. If you want to make these bigger, I would suggest not going too big, just because some of the images are small. So I think the size that I've gone, you could probably maybe go up another 1/4 inch, but I wouldn't go up really any more than that. So I wouldn't go any higher than an ATC for these. However, if you wanted bigger ones, there's nothing to say you couldn't use the stamps, because the stamp images are gorgeous, and that's what I was going to use originally. Let me just grab the stamps. So these are quite big, so you could make super big ones for kids with different girls, and you could, I mean, you could just stamp a load of the girls and colour them all in different images, and make sure you had 2 of each, and that would work just as well. So but they would be just a bit bigger. So look at that, our pile of cards. I mean, it doesn't help that I've used different coloured cardstock, but never mind. It's just what I had. Okay, so first thing I did, once I'd cut them down and rounded all of my corners, I got the front piece and then the middle bit, and lined that up and stuck that down. So there's that bit, and then making sure the clock's the right way up on there, I would turn that over, making sure she's the same way, and then pop my glue all the way around. Okay, and then again line that up with that, just like so, and there you have your card. So it's as easy as that. So just or you can take the middle, so I'm going to do the middle this time. It doesn't matter which way you do it, but it's all the same. We've just got that card in the center, literally, so that it gives our cards strength. So like that. Now there is a few times where I haven't cut it, I haven't placed it on right, but then it's very easily just go in with my scissors and trim that off. So it's not an issue. And then, so let's pop some glue on this side. Again, you need to make sure that that clock's the right way, so the girl is upright and the clock is that way. So, and then that just ensures that it's all good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go off camera and I'm going to laminate all of these, cut them down, do all of my corners, and then we're going to come back and what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a box to pop these in. But oh, how cool are them? This is hours of fun, isn't it? Hours of fun. Right, okay, so I'll do that and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. And these are our swap cards. How cool are those? Not swap cards, sorry, snap cards. They're just so cool. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we have 12 pairs within this pack. I mean, how cool is that? So definitely, do you know, this would be such a really cool gift for Christmas or something, couldn't it? I mean, look at those, they're so cool. Right. Okay, so let's pop them to the side. I have this grey board, which is 1 mil thick, that was gifted to me of our lovely Leslie. So I'm going to use this, but you can use any sort of board that you want. And what we're going to do is I'm going to measure these. So if I did a box that was 3 inches by 3 1/4 inches, my cards should fit in. So let's measure that. So 3 inches by 3 1/4. So 3 by 3 1/4. So like I say, if I was to make a box this size, all of my cards should fit in very nicely. So I'm just actually going to see how many. I should be able to get both of them off here. So 3 1/4. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so let's just draw a ruler there, draw a line there as well, because what I'll do, we can cut that out, and then we need to measure the how thick this piece is, and I'm hoping that bit's going to be enough. So from the so we need it to be around 1 inch or just slightly over. And you know what, yes, we can do that. Right, so because I'm just going to do panels and then I'm going to get the paper and wrap the paper around it, so I'll show it, but I wanted this to be a sturdy box. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these along this line, so that we have our front or the bottom of our box. Okay, I'm trying to decide whether to put, yeah, let's do it so that they just drop in, so like with a lid. So that's the bottom. So the top needs to be slightly more, doesn't it, if we're to place the top on. So I'm glad I've just sort of spotted that. So what I'm going to do is add literally 1/8 of an inch on. So this is 3 inches. I'm going to go and add 1/8 of an inch onto it that way, and I'm going to add 1/8 of an inch on to our box this way as well. So just there, and the reason why I'm doing that is because this makes sure that our lid will fit over And I mean, I'm not worried whatsoever about these lines and doing it in pen. And the reason why I'm not worried is because, well, like I said, we are going to cover this with some papers. So, yeah. Okay, so I know I need to cut that. So let's cut that down. And then this is going to be our lid. Now I need to write on this that it's going to be our lid. And then what I think I'm going to do is whatever the measurement is on this, that's what the measurement I'm going to have all the way around. So as you can see, that goes slightly over our lid. So just like that. Well, you can sort of see a tiny amount, and that's what we're wanting, because we want it so that when we've got the side bits on, it literally just slots over the bottom piece. So I'm just going to put them off to the side. So I know this box needs to be 1 inch deep. I mean, I'm hoping you're following along. This is sort of how I do it. I'm going to actually, let's write the measurements on here just so that you know them. So it's 3 inches by, if I remember rightly, 3 1/4. It is, yeah, by 3 1/4 inches. So that's so you need 1 piece of that, and just double check. Actually, no, we don't. So this is why we check everything. So I don't know where I've got those measurements from, because if I put that up against it, can you see? You can see my bits. So that's not going to work. So it actually needs to be about 3 3/4. So this actually needs to be 3/4. And then for the, so that's the base. These won't go to waste, I will use them in something else. For the lid, we need 3, and I'm going to actually go up to 1/4 just because we've got the sides. So 3 1/4 by 4 inches. So that's the lid. And then for our sides, we want them to be 1 inch in depth. And so we'll have 1 inch by 3 1/4, and then 1 inch by 4, and we need 2 of each of those. So that'll be for the lid, and then the sides for the base will be 1 inch by 3 inches, and we'll need 2, and ladies just ran off with something, and then 1 inch by 3 3/4. So that's the measurements that we're going to need for our box. And this is the way I always work it out. I always cut bits off, because it's the best way for me to work it out. And I think that, you know, we've got the width and everything right. And I think, yeah, I'm wondering whether or not, though, to make that 1 1/2 inches. Shall we? Yeah, let's make it 1 1/2 inches, just because I think it'll be nice to have the extra depth. Yeah, so that will take it there. So, and then because I've got 2 more cards to pop in it, and I was thinking as well, I might put in some, you know, like where you can score yourself. Right, I'll be back in a second. I need to go and sort the lady out. Okay, so I'm back. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, I was thinking of putting some scorecards in as well, because I think that'll be quite fun. So yeah, I think that's, so we're going to make it 1 1/2 inches. So where it says 1, it needs to have a half in there. So let's get those cut. So I have my measurements. Like I say, I mean, this might not be helpful to everybody, but I think sometimes it's helpful for you to see how people work out how to make their boxes, just because that process, I mean, the way I do it, I'm best off cutting my first piece and checking it against my stuff. Otherwise, I'll make the box and it won't fit. So I do cut them, and these don't go to waste at all. I don't waste anything, so don't think that anything is getting wasted. But this is just how, yeah, how I work. So I know that I want 3 inches, and we want 3 3/4 inches. So here. So I'm just going to draw a line. So I know that's my the base of my box. And then if I grab a card, as you can see, plenty of room in there for our card to sit. So that is the base. I'm going to write on it base so that we know. The next thing that I want to do is I want to come up an inch this way. No, 1.5 inches, sorry. So now I'm going to be doing the side of our box. So 1 inch, 1.5 inches by 3, and we need 2 of them. So there's 1, and then if I do it that way, and then if I draw a line up to 3, that's like another 1.5 inches. These tea rulers, honestly, they are such a lifesaver. I'm so glad I got one. And then just do that. So there's the 2 side bits. Now I need the these 2 bits. Now I need the lengthways. So from there, I know that I need it to be 3 3/4. So let's pop a line there, and it should tally up with that line. So I'm just gonna do that, and then I know I want it to be 1.5 inches. So from here, so that's 1.5 inches, just because I'm not going to wait. I don't want to waste this bit at all. So we can use that. Make sure. So there's 1 piece, and then I need to do 1 more. So again, 3 3/4. Oh, where are we? There. By 1.5 inches. So let's line that up. There we go, and then 1.5. So just there. So then I'm just going to join them. So this is all of my base boxes. So what, I don't know if you can hear that. That is the dogs. They are being nightmares. Oh, look at that. That lines up perfectly with that one there. So these are base. So I'm going to write down base on all of these ones. Just like so. Okay. So I know that that's in this, I'll just use for dimension or for something else. Now for the lid, let's see what we can get out of this sheet before I go on to another one. So the lid needs to be 3 1/4 by 4. So let's, so by 4, so just there. So, oh, just. And yes, we can get our base, our lid out of this. So again, just going to do that. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write in here lid, and again, it just makes sure that, just making sure that this is right, because that to me looks wonky. Yeah, it is. Okay. It just needs a little bit. Oh, lady really is up to trouble. She's going to get her a bum smacked if she doesn't behave herself. She's looking for trouble. That's all she ever does. Right, okay, so that is the lid. Then we need 2 pieces that are 1.5 inches by 3 1/4 and 1.5 inches and 4. So I'm going to do the 4 ones. We will have to, I think we're definitely going to have to get another piece out. So there's 4, and we need them to be 1.5 inches out. So I'm just going to line that up with there. So there's 1.5, and that is lady. And there's 3. Excuse me? Do you mind? Mummy's busy? Shaking your tail? I know what she wants. I know exactly what that little man wants. Okay, so then I'm just going to draw the line for this. join it all together, and then all we need then is I just need another piece out, which will be for the side bits of our lids. So yeah, I really do hope this is actually being helpful and useful. So let's write lid on there. Okay, so let's get these cut out. Where's my... And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab another sheet out. Oh, if I can. Right. I'm going to put these, well, I'll put that one back in there. I'll leave that one on screen so that you can see the measurements. Okay, so that one is the 1.5 by 4. So we now need the 1.5 by 3.25. So let's just do all of that. And then 3.25 is there. So I'm going to just do that. And like I said, this one's going to be just really easy. I write lid on, and then from there I'm going to measure 3.25, and we are going to, yep, just draw a line there. Right. So that's all my pieces for my box. So let us grab some scissors, because I am just going to cut these with my scissors. I'm going to use my long handle one, because I for longer cuts I feel I've got more control over them. Okay, right, so that piece and this piece, so all the bits that don't have writing on will go back in my packaging. And this is just so that it's there as and when I need. Now, small bits like this, you could do a couple of things with it. You can use it for, you know, chipboard pieces, or you can use it for your dimension. I've got lots of cardboard for dimension, so I'll probably use that as texture or something on a mixed media project. So, so let's get these trimmed out like this. Now, you don't have to use grey board. I'm using it because I have it. You can use cereal box. Any packaging would work perfectly. Like I said, I'm wanting this to last, so that's why I'm sort of doing the extra, like putting the extra strength into this, because I am going to cover it, like I said, with the papers from Julia's Curious Wonders pack. I think it's just going to look gorgeous and go perfectly well with our card game. I've got another really cool idea. I can't wait to get it done, but I don't think it's going to be for this this release. But I think for Julie, I don't even know what Julia's next release is, whether it be Digistamps or whatever. It's going to take me about a couple of months, I think, to get everything sort of together to make it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to let you all sort of just stew on it. But I've got this really cool idea, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see if it works. I don't want to tell you, because if it doesn't work, then it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Anyway, right, let's have a look. So base, base and base, and then we've got this as our base. Okay, this is just a random piece, so that's all of our base bits. This is our lid, like so, and I've done 1/4 inch because it allows for any sort of paper that we're going to build up onto it, any decoration. So that's why I've done normally I would only add 1/8 of an inch on. Excuse me, I'm sort of still recovering from my cold. My throat is so much better, but I've got like a fuzzy head today. So yeah, I don't know if I'm coming across. I feel like I'm not doing this any justice at all, but anyway. Right, so let's see what papers I've got. I really think I want to use that for the lid. And I'm thinking for the base, oh, I don't know, what do I want for the base? Let's have a look. Oh, I do have that one. Let's use that one for the base. I think this is the longest video that I've done talking in days, so please do bear with me if I end up croaky. I'm so sorry. Right, okay, we're doing this one for the lid. So this is how I would go about making my lid and covering it. I literally am just going to stick these down, so like so, like that, and then I'm going to cut around it, and I'm going to cut down here, and then that bit will be will come into, well, I'll cut around it, and then I think I want to put another piece of paper on. Yeah, right, okay, I know what I'm doing. So the first stage is I'm not going to join the lid together. We're just going to cover it. So I want this to look really, really nice. I am going to do corner pieces, so I'll do some like decorative corner bits on our piece, but for this particular piece I'm wanting to cut it out properly because oh dear, right, I'll be back in a second. I am so sorry about that. I have no idea what she was barking at or what all of a sudden, she just sort of all of a sudden leapt, yeah, sort of out of her bed and just ran straight for the back door. So I don't know if she heard something. I know that she doesn't like, we've got a couple of cats a few doors down. Oh, they're so gorgeous. They are the absolutely beautiful cats. So we have our little Luna, who is our favourite, and she does mind Lady up rotten. But yeah, it's quite funny. So I don't know if she's sort of heard the cats or not, but yeah, they're dead cute. Our Luna is just absolutely adorable. They're all rescue and they all have some sort of brain damage, but they're just, honestly, they're the most friendliest. Unfortunately, one of the other cats, I can't remember his name, that's the one that the dogs both managed to get hold of, but he couldn't jump, and I felt so awful, and I don't know how that cat managed to get out either. But Luna normally comes into our garden and goes on our lean-to and yeah, just tortures the dogs and then discovers that she's stuck, so we end up having to rescue her. So it's dead cute, really cute. Right, okay, so I have left a little bit of a gap. Now the reason why I've done that is so that we can bend this quite easily without our paper tearing. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and we are just going to cut across this. Yay, I think this is going to look so cool. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around and I'm going to fussy cut this out. Well, trim around it so it fits perfectly. Because like I say, I am going to reinforce these corners, but I'm going to use a different paper to do that. So I'm thinking of just getting a circle punch and using that, but I mean I will do it with you. So yeah, I'm going to do the whole process with you. So, and like I said, I really hope that you're finding this useful, and it's just another way of how I do my boxes. I found that when I did measurements before, like I showed you at the beginning where I got the measurements wrong, I would make the whole box and then it would be completely wrong, and then I mean it never went to waste, but it was still, yeah, still pretty annoying. So that's why I sort of do things the way that I do. Okay, so that's gonna go just sit like that. So that's how our lid of the box is gonna be. I mean, how cool is that? And then we will do some corner bits on there, and again I'll show you how I do that. Now I want to do inside the box. So inside the box, I think we're gonna have it really, should we have it busy or should we have, actually let's have it hearts. So I need 2 sheets out. Got lots of this one left, so basically we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to leave some of the paper on the inside. Although, should I do some joins on the inside? So we just cover it and then join it using... Oh, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. But, yeah. So lots and lots of glue on, making sure it's really, really well covered with glue. Just a little bit more there. So I managed to get Lady... managed to give her a treat. So it's a little shoe, rawhide shoe. She loves them, and hopefully it'll keep her entertained for quite a while. Right, let me find a punch out, because I don't know how this is going to work. It's just sort of in my head. That might be a bit too big. Let's try this one. I think this one might work. So let's grab a piece of paper. So I'm going to just grab this one. Because what I thought was we could then cut this in half. And then we fold it. Yeah, I might need to get the bigger one. And then that's our corner. Oh, I think that's going to look lovely. But yeah, we need the bigger one. So let me get my 3-inch punch, because I think this will work so much better. But yeah, I think this is going to work really, really well. So this is, if you don't have any punches, like circle punches, then do use your dies. And yeah, can't get one more out there, can I? Can I? Yes, just look at that. Oh, so awesome. Right. Okay, so let's move them to that side. Right, let's cut this down. Just had a message through. I am going to keep a little bit of the paper just on those edges, and you'll just so that we can. Oh, that was maybe a little not quite enough on that one, but yeah, just for extra support, just so that I can get it sort of stuck together. But we'll hide these bits. Yeah, we'll hide them bits. You're probably thinking, what are you doing, Dawn? Because sometimes I think that as well. I'll make sure all of this is trimmed nicely. Right, so if we... I need my bone folder. This one I'll have to do. And I'm just going to sort of push in there, and we're going to... Oh, do you know what would help if I actually cut into that? There we go. So I'm going to bring this one up, so just like that, and then I'm going to bring this one up as well. So again, bring in my bone folder, and then on this piece here, I'm going to just cut out a couple of triangle bits, and that's just so it doesn't go over, and then I'm going to glue that on to here. So that is our first join. Okay, so just like that. Oh, it'd help if that was actually stuck to the edge, because that wasn't, which is a bit silly. Right, okay, and then while we're there, it's going to keep thinking it off. While we're there, I'm just going to cut this in half. I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to put lots and lots of glue all over this, like so. I mean, it makes sense actually to do the 3-inch, because it's 1.5 inches deep, and we're using half a circle, so yeah. And then I'm going to stick that on that half there, and on that half there, and that gives us our corner. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? And then I'll do the same on the inside of that as well, but first of all, let's get all of these up, because I do want to do the same. You don't need to leave these tabs at all. I'm literally just doing these tabs because I just want that extra sort of hold while I'm trying to piece it all together, but you really don't need them. I am literally just using them for help. Right, I'm making sure these are really, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it does help. And then take that corner out. Okay, so let's get these up. So as you can see, as I'm pushing the one on the outside, as we're putting this on, I can glue that bit in the inside, which just gives me enough time. Like it gives it just that little bit of strength until we can get one of these on the inside. But I'm going to do all the outside ones first. Okay, so run all the way around. Make sure loads and loads of glue on. So, and then I'm going to make sure there's lots of glue on this little tab bit. So I'm just going to stick that. So as you can see, by holding that tab inside, that's given me enough leverage and enough time, like enough sort of hold to get that on. So there is that. How cool is that? Okay, so there is that one. Now let's do the same with these. So I'm going to get another one again, cut it in half and fold it in half like that. Let's fold this one in half as well. So I'm going to do this to both, this is how we're doing both the bottom and the top piece. So like that, I'm going to do that side as well while we're there. Okay, so again, I'm going to grab that tab. Oh, do you know what I should have done? Was actually put glue on my, on these, because that would have helped. So, red liner tape would be really good with this. If you didn't want to use liquid adhesive, because with liquid adhesive you do actually have to wait for it to set, so it can be a bit fiddly, whereas red liner tape you would be completely fine with. So there is that corner, and then we're going to do this last corner. Just hold that there a second. Again, let's put plenty of glue on, as we do want this to hold. Okay, and then just, but that, like I said, that tab, you really don't need it. I've just got it so that I've got something to hold on to keep it together on the inside of the of our lid. So there we have it. So that is our lid. Now for the inside, we're doing very much the same, however we're folding it so the pattern is on the inside, so we have the white showing, and then we're just going to put glue on the white like this, and then we're just going to place that in to our corner like so, and just stick that down. So it's hiding our little tab, and it is making the inside look nice as well. So that's all I am doing. So I've just got that last one, well, yeah, the 3 more corners. So yeah, so whatever width, whatever depth, sorry, that you're using on your box, you want to double it, and that's the size circle that you want. So mine's 1.5 inches, so a 3-inch circle has worked out completely perfect for me. And so yeah, it's just a matter of cutting it in half. And if you wanted it to be decorative, you could use a scallop circle, so you could use anything you wanted really. It doesn't have to be you know, just a straight circle like this one. But yeah, I am loving how this has turned out. So I think that looks really cool. You'll have to let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section below. So I'm just going to do this last bit and then we'll do the same with the base. So I will do the base on camera with you. Don't realise that this video is going to be super long. Please do, if you've already got it, please do feel free to skip forward me doing the base with you as well. But if you just want to sort of watch it again, just to basically see it again being done, the same thing what we've done here, then you're more than welcome to carry on watching. Now I have got some split bits here, but that's fine, we can deal with that. But that is my lid, and there's my cards, and yay. Right, okay, so let's do our base. So the base is going to be this paper. Let's move all these. Now this isn't my base, these are my bases. So let's get these glued down and make sure we've got them right to the edge, like so. And plenty of glue on. So I'm just going to stick that down there. Oh, no. Make sure that it actually, yeah, is in the right place first, so we've got plenty of room around. So yeah, just sticking all of my pieces down, leaving that small gap, and it is important to leave that small gap. If you don't leave a big enough gap, as you've seen, we have got a little bit of breakage, but that can be solved. We can decorate over the top of that and maybe put some extra paper on or those edges, just so that we know it's going to be secure. But yeah, you do need to make sure you have that little gap. But yeah, so this is going to be our bottom, just like this, and it feels super strong as well. The other thing that you could do is actually have a look and see what packaging you've got. If you've got a box that would fit your cards in, just decorate that up. You know, it'll save you from doing your own, but I think it is a handy skill to have, is to know how to decorate, like how to make your own box, and knowing like a variety of ways of doing a box as well, because I think those skills could definitely help. So I'm just trimming this down just like we did with the lid, so going all the way around it like so. Okay, and then I'm going to get the same paper as we've got for the inside of the lid. I'm going to do the same paper for that. Right, okay, make sure that's actually trimmed nice and neat instead of a mess. Right, okay, so there's that bit. Now, what I'm going to do is, because I have bits of paper left over, right, I want to keep those sentiments. That's the last of my sentiments for the paper pad. I'm absolutely gutted. Right, what I want to do is, where's my punch? I'm going to actually use these for the outside. Okay, and then I'm going to use these for the inside of our box. Right, okay, so that is those done. Right, move them out the way. Let's move these. I've got bits of paper everywhere. Okay, so that's outside, that's inside. So I'm just grabbing my inside paper. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to put plenty of glue. Make sure you get plenty of glue on those edges, because as you saw, it was a bit of a it made it a bit more fiddly because I hadn't made sure that I'd done that. So yeah, and then glue everywhere else. Make sure plenty, we've got plenty, so that it's going to be adhered really nicely. Okay, and then do this bit as well. Okay. And then let's stick this down. So just like that. Okay, so that is that covered nicely. Actually, leave that a second, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these. So these go on the outside, aren't they? So if they're on the outside, you want the pattern facing outwards, so you can see the pattern. And if it's on the inside, you want it so you can't see the pattern, so it's on the inside. But yeah, I thought it would be. Yeah, we're going to have it upside down hearts, but never mind. Never mind. Right, okay. And we're going to really decorate these up. They're going to look amazing, hopefully. Right, okay, so there's the outside. Let's do the inside ones as well, so that they're all ready. I nearly folded it the wrong way. Because if anything taught us, if the lid taught us anything, it was to make sure you have these bits ready, and also ready with glue on when you come to actually start putting the box together. So one more piece, let's do that, and we're going to start with the outside, the same as the lid, because it was so much better working from the outside. Right, okay, so that's that done. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to trim that off so that can go back in my pack. Well, I've just dumped it on the side for now. And then I'm using my long scissors because I'm finding that these are so much easier to use. I'm just putting a little flap on. So how you would have a regular box, really. That's what we're sort of doing. Making sure we've got those V's in. And cut. So then down there. Oh, I've got make sure that bit's cut. So once you get the hang of making boxes as well, you'll just know straight away what you do. It like, yeah, you'll just automatically do it. I mean, I absolutely love making boxes, but then sometimes yeah, they can be a bit of a chew on. But when I make something like this, like a game, and it's going to end up being a gift, then, I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually have dies to make boxes. I do use my dies quite regularly, but I think it, like I said, I think it's a good sort of skill set to have in which to make your own boxes. Right, I'm just folding all of these over. So basically like what we did on the lid, so they're ready just to go, and then using our what do you call it, this thing, bone folder, I'm just going to score all of the where the little valleys are, well joins are, and then we're just going to fold them up. So if you score them first, they do work so much better. Right, okay, I'm just going to pop lots of glue on one of these and we'll start sticking this together. So like I say, it's a super long video, I know, but I do think it's something that is definitely well worth knowing how to do. I'm just hoping and praying that the lid fits on this, otherwise well, yeah, I'm gonna have to think of what to do. Well, actually just make another lid or a base or cry. So this is the scary bit. This is the bit where I think, oh, is it actually going to work? Is it, or isn't it? I will keep it in if it doesn't work, because I think that's a bit unfair to sort of start from scratch. So yeah, we will keep it in. Okay, and then put this on. Oh, actually I don't want that one on there because the two hearts will be together. I want them on opposite corners. So I know, oh dear, but you know, we want it to look really cool, so and then put that on there. Much better. Right, I'm happy with that. Oh, so happy. Right, I mean, this one's coming together lovely actually, so I'm not complaining about this one at all. I'm liking this. I'm just going to put glue on both of those. Oh, and try not to drop it. And then holding that, I'm going to stick this one on. There we go. Okay, so that's on. And then let's do this one as well. Okay. And then it's just a matter of doing the inside. But before we do, because I'm really worried. Really, I always worry because I always think that I just need to trim that off a bit. I always think that it's not going to fit, but oh, thank goodness for that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It fits. How awesome is that? Can we get it out? Yes. And let's see if the cards fit. Please fit. The cards fit. Oh, so happy. So happy. So yeah. So if you're going to do the same size cards as me, this is the box that you want. So you the measurements again are for the base. You want one piece of 3 inches by 3 1/4 inches, and then you want 2 pieces of 1 1/2 inches by 3 inches, and 2 pieces of 1 1/2 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And then for our lid, what we need is a 3 1/4 inch by 4 inch piece, and then we want 2 pieces of 1 1/2 inches by 3 1/4 inches, and 2 pieces of 1 1/2 inches by 4 inches, and that will give us our lid. So I've just run through them again for you, so you are able to write them down. I will repeat it right at the end of the video for those who have skipped from like the beginning to the end. So I will repeat my measurements at the end of the video. Yeah. Oh, I love this. I love it. I really love it. I just think it looks so cool. Right. Yeah. And it's so sturdy as well. Really cool. So yeah, we've just made a game of Snap. How cool is that? So I think what I'll do though, because I've still got a few cards left that I want to do, so that is that. Ooh, let's pop them in there like so, and then we're going to stick that on there like that, and that is our Snap game. So what we want to do is, well, I want to come in and actually decorate the top of it. So I think we should definitely use, I don't think, I want to go pastel colours. So we're going to use the stamps. Now, me being me, I already have some stamped images. So let's see if I can find them. And here they are. And I'm thinking, do we want a girl? So I like the, yeah. Oh, what about a glittery one? Oh, we could have her. And then Snap. A bit, oh, definitely. Oh, I like that idea. I do. I wonder whether to put her legs over the top. I like that idea as well. And then, you know what else I like the idea of is we have these coming up of, oh, do you know what we're going to do it, because how funky is that going to be? Right, so I'm going to glue this bit, and we're just going to stick it on there like that. So I'm going to do a bit of, yeah, and it's all going to come around over the top, and I think that'll help as well where we've got the cracking in the paper. So I'm not putting glue right on the top yet, because we want this so that it stays, oh, wrong way. We want it so that it stays this adheres first before we pull it over. And then we're going to have our girl. So let's just glue her little legs. This is so cool. Oh my goodness, I'm so pleased with this. Right, so then what I'm going to do next is turn it round and one by one pop some glue on and fold it over like that. And if it goes over the side, that side, then stick it down. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh dear. Do you know, I get so excited when I create. Yeah, I really do, don't I? Okay, and then let's do this flower. So it's going to go there, and that needs to come down that side. But I'm definitely loving the pastel colours on this. I think they work lovely. And then I'm just going to pop a lot of glue on our lady. Can't remember which one this is. But she's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Right. Loving that. Now what I've thought is, do we have a cloud? Yes, let's. Do we have a cloud? Yeah, let's have a cloud. Oh dear. Because why not? Life's too short not to have clouds. Okay. Now with this corner bit, what I'm going to do is just snip in to it and take a little piece out of each side, and then I'm just going to pop some glue on and we're going to fold that over like so, because why not? Oh, super cool. Right, okay, so we have a cloud, and then what I thought is we could even have around the edges, we can have some flowers that sort of come up over. So let's see. Ooh, blue one maybe. Maybe this. Or what about? Oh, I don't know. We've got a rip in that corner, so I'm just sort of thinking, what can we pop in the corner? Oh, I have these flowers. That might work. Yeah, let's do these flowers. So it's there, and then I do have. Oh yes, and then let's stick this one on the sides, just so that we've got it so that it matches. So it doesn't look like we've just got a random flower there for no reason. The good thing about the art glitter glue is it does dry quickly, which gives us a chance to do things like this. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, I just need to trim them off. Not using the bright scissors, but never mind. No, don't. Oh, heart. Yeah. So a heart there, why not? Okay, and then I just want something on this bit, so yeah, let's have this flower. Right, so it's keeping it quite simple, however I think that works, and then trim that off there. Oh, love that. Oh, what about, let's have a cup of tea as well on there, because why not? It's nice to have a cup of tea, isn't it? So let's pop that there. Love, love and love. And maybe, oh, let's have this star. So this is actually a purple star. Okay, so I'm thinking actually, yeah, and then using my label maker, I'm going to do the title. So let's have a look. Right, Okay, so let's, oh, underline round. Oh, what's round? Leaf, tile, star, heart. Oh, I like the flower. Let's try the heart. I'm not sure what it'll do, but I also want it capital letters as well, so snap. And let's print that out and see what it looks like. Ah, it means that there's, oh, actually, yes, I like that. Right, perfect. I really like that. I didn't know what I was expecting. I haven't actually gone through all the settings on it yet. So, yeah. Make sure that it's as straight as I can possibly get it. Okay, and then, oh, look at that. So I'm just going to pop this on. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera now. And I'm going to finish up here with everything. So I'm going to do the last of the, what do you call it? The cards, because I've just got a couple more cards that I'd like to do. And then once I've finished doing that and putting everything together, we'll come back and, yeah, I will show you all the cards and, yeah. So, and I'll give you the measurements again of what you'd need. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back and I'm all finished. Oh, I'm so excited by it. So this is our box of goodies. So as you can see, it fits up perfectly and it comes off really, really nicely. So this is our cover and it just says snap on there, so you know that what is inside. So let's just move that. Now I have done the rules. So here are the rules. So we've got the rules for snap and we've got the rules for pairs. So in case anybody doesn't know how to play, they are there, because every game has to have the rules in. Then these haven't been laminated, but these are the scorecards, and I have created 6 scorecards, and I've used the same setting on my little mini printer as that. These were actually printed using this that my daughter got me for Christmas. It's so cool. So you just print it off your phone. Really, really love it. So I'm just plug it back in because it really needs charging. So it definitely come in handy for those. So we've got our scorecards. We've also then got our little pencil. So I had a little pencil and I've just covered it in paper just so that it matches in. And then on the back of the scorecards, we've got some more of the gorgeous paper. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. So I'll do that with you. Round the corners. I didn't round my corners, and I think to have everything else rounded and not these would be a bit silly. So let's do that. But oh, I think this is so cool. I'm absolutely in love with it. So I think I'm going to make one for to take away with us on holiday, but I might do like a Star Wars themed one, or a Harry Potter, or yeah, anything. Oh, do you know what? I think this might be full, so let's see. Somebody did ask me actually what make this punch was, and I said that I didn't know. Well, I've actually found out that this is an EK Success corner punch, so I hope that helps you. I've tried to find your comment, but I have so many comments that trying to find one, it can be quite hard. So if you did ask me about this punch, then it is an EK Success corner punch, and I love it. So I've had 3, and this one is my favourite. I did have the X-Cut one, but was not a fan. Although I have to say that this can be quite hard on my fingers, but I don't know, I just like the fact that I can use both hands on it quite easily. So I think that helps. Right, got one more card to do. I can't believe I didn't round them. What was I thinking? So yeah, Anyway, so we do have our 2 sheets of so quickly go through that again. We've got our 2 little cards with our rules on. We've got 6 scorecards, and we have a pencil, so the scorecards in theory can be reused over and over again. And then we have all of our pairs. So let's see what pairs we've got. We've got this one. They're not all in pairs, so we're gonna have to yeah, join them all together. So we have 12 different pairs, and some of them are very, very similar, so you've got to be careful. But I just love it. I think it's so cool. So cool. I don't think we're going to fit them all on, but we will give it a go. I'm just having a look up on my camera. So there's that one, and there's that one. Do we have that one yet? No. And we don't have that one yet. Right, let me just move those a little bit. So put that one there. There's that one, that one, that one, and that one. So there you have it. There is my game of snap or pairs, whatever you want to call it. But how fun is this? Isn't it so cool? And then we have a box in which to keep it all in. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you found this video very helpful, and yeah, hopefully I will be back again soon with another fun video. But until then, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.